What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Daily Gaming. My name is Logan and today we're going to be going over the top 5 mobile games developed by Nintendo, in my opinion. As mentioned before, this is surprisingly only in my opinion, but if you do have any games you think should be in the top 5, please let me know in the comments below. So at number 5 we have a game called Dragalia Lost. This is an action role-playing game developed by Kai Games, CY Games. I don't know, it's definitely developed by those guys though. It was announced in April in 2018, and this is personally one of my games that I thought was really cool. I was really annoyed. I started playing this and I started putting it on the channel, and I was hit with copyright strikes left and right and all this. That was like, nah bro, don't play it. If you're gonna play it, don't tell me about it, just give me your money. But it's actually a really cool game. It's top down, you control him by just sliding around the screen and move around. It's like an action RPG. The graphics are really good, this is the first mobile game I ever played and I was like, wow, I get it. Like, I totally get why consoles are having such a hard time. This game is really cool. You transform into a dragon, there's dragon powers, art style is amazing. The RPG elements definitely come in, being able to level up your character and stuff like that. That is where transactions come in, but this is free to play. So yeah, this is why this is number 5 in my top 5. Number 4. Alright, so for this one I was a bit up in the air about what to put, but I chose to put Dr. Mario World. This is the first time a Dr. Mario game had come out in forever, in such a long time, and to see that it was released on mobile and available to everyone was really cool. And again, because it was made by Nintendo, they put so much love and care into it. The art style is amazing. It gives you the same sort of world overview like in Mario 3 and Super Mario World, but you gotta walk around the map and stuff. You do that with these. It's a little bit like Candy Crush Saga in that same vein, but it's simple. It's the same gameplay as Dr. Mario has been in the past, but it's a lot easier to do with the touch controls. Like, I was so surprised at how well it actually turned out. Definitely really cool. I sunk a lot of time into this. My wife sunk way more time into this. She's really good at the game. She's way better than me, as the only time I'll ever admit it. So, but it's really cool. It does start off with, at the start, kind of like with Pokemon, where you got to start off, do you pick Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur? You pick which doctor you want to be. You can be Dr. Bowser, Dr. Mario, and it's just a really cool way to start it off. They have different powers too. When you build up a high enough score, you can activate your special power that does stuff, which is really cool. I chose Dr. Bowser. This is one you definitely should check out if you missed it. Number 3, Pokemon Unite. Now this game is a MOBA game, which I had never played before. I honestly had no experience with MOBAs. I didn't know what they're about, how they do it, what even is a MOBA. And it's massive online battle arena, I think. Multiplayer online battle arena. Mad old bag apples, I don't know. But it's a really, really cool game. So in this, it is free to play as well. You can earn a lot of the Pokemon too. You have to pick which ones, and as the game keeps developing, they're releasing more Pokemon that come out, which is cool. But the end goal of this one is basically you need to, score points in different goals to make them disappear, and eventually the team with the most points at the end wins. I don't really know how to describe this in the best way, but I love it. I love it to death. It's actually a really, really sick game. Didn't expect to enjoy it so much because it was a MOBA, and I didn't know what a MOBA was, and I didn't know how to MOBA, and I still don't even know what it stands for. But it's really cool. The graphics in this game are amazing as well. I've done a graphics comparison comparing the iOS, the Android, and Switch versions, and you'll be surprised to know that the mobile ones hold up and actually sometimes are a little bit better, which is kind of crazy. It's got all your favorite Pokemon. The roster is pretty small at the start. Well, actually not now. Now that it's been out for a little while, it is pretty big. But this one is definitely amazing. You should check it out. It's free to download. All these ones are free. I'm not telling you again to buy, so don't worry. You can save your cash. You can save it on the microtransactions. You can buy yourself a level 600 Gengar with mad stats. That's not a thing in the game. You can get Gengar, but they don't have levels. And not the point. No, I'm getting off track. Pokemon Unite is a fantastic game. That is why this is number 3 on my list of the top 5 Nintendo mobile games. Coming in at number 2 is Super Mario Run. Now, if you didn't expect this game to be on the list, I don't know what you're doing. Shigeru Miyamoto went on Jimmy Kimmel to talk about the game. It was that big. I'm pretty sure it was Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not too sure. But he went on a talk show to talk about it and stuff. It was nuts. Everyone was playing it. In the first day, I'd finished the game and I was like, I'm so sick. And then it has replayability as well. So this one is free to play. You only get the first world, and then from there, you can buy the rest of the game. But it's not like the other games. Once you've bought it, that's it. You have everything. It's not like, oh, why don't you do a loot box to see if you can get level 7? None of that. It's actually really, really cool. The graphics are phenomenal. It's only controlled with one finger. You just tap on the screen. It's really, really intuitive. The first time I saw a developer really use the canvas of a mobile game and go, what can I do? How can I make this even easier or even cooler? and they smashed it, absolutely crushed it out of the park. It was ridiculous. So Super Mario Run is fantastic. It has replayability, so throughout the games you'll see different colored coins, and then after you beat the level, you have an option to go to the next one, and the coins will be even harder to reach places. So it is more challenging the more times you play through it, and if you get all the coins, you get mad bragging rights, which is really sick. It has an online mode as well too, which you can play against everybody again after you've paid for it. It's all free, it's not extra or anything. And the idea is that whoever gets the most coins and activates the most items and stuff gets the highest score, and Toads cheer you on. It's really, really cool. I love it. There's also a Super Mario remix, which is a lot of crazy hard levels as well. There is honestly a ridiculous amount of content in this game, and you wouldn't want to miss out on it. Like I said, I did say these were all going to be free. This is the exception, because it's a whole game. It's not loot boxes, it's not this and that. So I think you should definitely check it out. Now we're going to go into honorable mentions here right now. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp was a fantastic game. This is a very simple game to pick up. It's basically, if you love Animal Crossing, this is your Animal Crossing on the go. It's more limited than the new one on the Switch and any of the other versions as well. The 3DS ones especially, people sink hundreds of hours into. I suppose Switch now too is handheld as well. It's not the point. It's a social simulation like they all are, so you can actually go about and interact with other characters and stuff like that. There's a lot of functionality in here that they did bring over, some is missing. There's not too much to say about this one, but this definitely gets an honorable mention. Not the best one in my opinion. There were two other honorable mentions, but because they're both from the same franchise, I'm going to put them in together. We have Pokemon Masters / Pokemon Masters EX. You can collect teams of Pokemon trainers and masters. The graphics are really, really cool in this. It has a full-fledged story. I personally didn't put it in the top 5 because I was very confused about how this game worked. I played it for hours and hours, and I still didn't get how to evolve Pokemon, all this stuff, and I feel like if you're playing a Pokemon game, it should be very intuitive, and things like that, it just missed the mark. But apart from that, it is a fantastic game. All of the games mentioned here have fantastic graphics. This is no exception. The sound is amazing too. The world environment you're sit in is very nice, and the Pokemon battles are crazy. They're really cool to see. And the last one is an older game, but personally, it's this would be number 1 if it wasn't just going to get spammed everywhere. But Magikarp Jump. The idea of this is you have your own Magikarp, you train up your own Magikarp, and you need to fight against other Magikarp people to see which Magikarp can jump the highest. It is so funny, it's so silly, really cool. You can catch a different Magikarp after every season. You don't get to keep the same one and make him overpowered, but it is really cool. I definitely, if you haven't played Magikarp Jump, what are you doing with your life? If you can't say that your Magikarp has jumped 100 feet in the air, are you really even succeeding at life? Can you Magikarp Jump, bro? Does it even Magikarp? It's really cool, I like it. And as for the number 1 game on this list, I'm going to go with Mario Kart Tour. Now this could be controversial, people could think it's something else, but I was honestly so amazed with this game, it really blew me away. The graphics in this, again, are phenomenal, but even more so because they look like the Switch graphics. They look like the current gen, the controls are fantastic. It did start off stumbling, I will lie, it did say it was online, and it was not. You could be in the middle of a match, you could turn airplane mode on, and the race would still go, and they'd be like, it's online though. Yeah, it's not really. But now you can play multiplayer, you can play against other people, which is really cool. It is free to play, it does have mechanics where you can buy things and loot boxes and pipes and all that to unlock stuff, but all in all, this one is really, really sick. If you haven't played this, you definitely should. This is cool, it's free, it's Mario Kart on the go. The races are very short, you can just do one race, you don't have to go into a Grand Prix every time, and it's just really, really sick. That's it, that's the number 1 best Nintendo mobile game that's ever been released in the history of my opinion. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Logan from Daily Gaming, and as always, have a fantastic day.